Hello everyone, Warhammer here, and welcome back to the Empire campaign for Mortal Empires. Now before we get started with today's episode, let me just apologise for not uploading last Thursday. Unfortunately, it was just one of those days where I felt quite run down and tired, and rather than force myself to make a video that I felt was going to be subpar compared to what I tried to do, I thought it was best just to skip a day, take a chance to have a break and recover a bit before we carry on next time. But for today, I'm feeling quite good spirits. I'm actually off. Well, for you guys, you're going to be seeing this on Monday. But I'm recording this on Saturday because tomorrow I'm off to watch a concert in London, so I'm going to be away for a few days. You'll see a post about it on my community tab page anyway, just to let you guys know. But if I'm a bit late in responding to any comments in that, that's why. But with that said, let's get on with today's episode. Now, what we did last time. Well, we fought the Battle of Bloodpine Woods, where we finished off the Secessionists, and showed Boris Todbringer that Reichland is not weak, despite what he fought. And we managed to bring Karl Franz's army up to Salzamund, where, as you can see, we've restored the electorship of Nordland. But now that we're here, we've got two choices about what we can do next. One, we can head over to the west, go after Data's Haven here, and then eventually do the quest battle for Beastslayer. Or, we had a pop-up here saying that we discovered an ambusher, a beast lord called Ungwol Stoneheart. Now, whereabouts is he? Over here in Norden, so not too far away. Now, since Norden has been recently burnt down, as well as chaos corruption spreading, I'm thinking this is the beast lord that managed to burn down Salzamund and Norden. So I'm thinking we can come back to do this another time. But if we can catch up with that beast lord here, that will be even better. So we're going to start making our way into Ostland territory in order to try and deal with this threats to the Empire. Now, leading the way for the forest is our new Jade Wizard. You remember that we unlocked last time. Now, since he's joined the army, he has now revealed himself to Emperor Karl Franz as Alistair Haupt Anderson. Now, he is a distant relative of Albrecht Haupt Anderson, the elected Count of Stirland. And as a child, he was found to have an aptitude for the law of life and brought it to the Jade College. Now, over many years of study, eventually became recognized as a druid or magister of the college, and did much good, I imagine, around the Empire until he decided to join the Emperor's army to help the newly crowned Emperor in his battles. So welcome to the team, Alistair, and thank you to whoever submitted him on the form that you can find linked down in the comment section down below. So, he's only got one spell at the moment, I believe, because he's a level 1 character, so he's got Awakening of the Words. But it's going to be good for him to level up and be able to start healing up the rest of the, the army as well during battle.
Bring me to my men.
But I'm thinking, yeah, we'll go after the Beastmen. So, let's get Karl Franz. We're going to first of all cross over the border into Norden and see if we can spot. Here they are. Unfortunately, we can't quite reach them this turn. So, let's move a little closer. Although, can we set up an ambush? We can. We should be able to catch up to him anyway. So what I'm thinking is if we can just move a little... 27% sounds good to me. We're going to set up an ambush. We're not at war with them yet, but if they're worried that we might be going after them, they may not want to stick around. So which one of these characters has the ability to block armies? I know it's one of these two. Alistair, no, you have assault units. What about you, Luther? Yeah, you have block army. So Luther's going to go off on a special mission by himself to try and block the army. He hasn't got exactly a great chance, but it's a 50-50 coin toss, basically. And successful. Great. So that's leveled him up to level 7 as well, which is good news. But it also means now we should be able to chase him down. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and give you a Barged Warhorse for your efforts. Well done, Luther. So you're going to do that. And while we're waiting now for that, we need to head back to Reichland. Now, we don't have much money, but I'm trying to try and save it up because in a couple of turns, we're going to be able to upgrade the blacksmith to an armory, giving us access to regiments, as well as eventually, well, as you can see here, we'll be able to get unlock for other things than steam tanks and Knights of the Blazing Sun, all those lovely, lovely stuff. So I would like to try and get that eventually. If we upgrade Ubersreich, we'll be able to upgrade to a barracks now, which will give me an Empire Captain, as well as great swords alongside the armory, so that could be a good one. But what about Marienburg? How are we doing here? Well, in 2 turns, we're going to be able to upgrade the docks to a harbour. That's going to double the income we can make from the place. And we do have a slot available here. You know what? Let's upgrade this. Now, we've already got a guardhouse. We could go for roads, because I've been told that's an extremely good thing to have, especially for provinces that happen to be near Ortdorf, because it provides a bonus in income to the neighbouring provinces as well. Now, I tell you what, we're going to go for a Weaving House here. And when we upgrade Gorsel next, that will be the place that we'll put the roads. Because then it allows us to quickly move up to now when we need to. Or even push down to other areas as well. So we'll do that in the future. Now, what else do we need? Could upgrade this, but I'd rather save the money, I think. So, with that all done, let's go ahead and end the turn. And I think in the next turn, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock... well, I'm basically going to recruit a new general. Since a lot of Karl Franz's sort of current objectives, with going after this Beastmen army, going after Data's Haven and bringing it back to Nordland, as well as going after Beastslayer, ideally I would like to go for Wrecker's Bay and the Black Pits while we're here as well. I feel tempted to try and recruit a new army down at Ortdorf. It could be the beginnings of a second army, and just have a few units in it in order for us to try and keep order, and be able to respond to any threats that might come down from the south, such as through Helmgart or something like that. Because don't forget, we are at war with the Skull Crusher tribe, so, and they're normally around here somewhere, so we have to be a bit careful of the situation. Now, in preparation for this, I do have a lord in mind, a lord submitted by one of the viewers, Daniel Olsen, who has often commented about Warhammer lore and that, so looking forward to introducing his character into the campaign. I've taken a photo, so I've got his name ready as well as his backstory, so I will share that with you probably in the next end turn phase. There are going to be other characters and units joining him, but since I haven't got access to those as readily, those will have to wait until the next episode before their names and backstory will be revealed to them. So we'll see how it goes. Skull Smashers, that was the one. Thank you, game. So, but until then, we're going to have a few characters. We should be able to try and find some with a nice bonus, hopefully. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with the Lords of Legend mod that I've got for the campaign. As I said, it gives me a much more powerful, and the enemy as well, don't get me wrong, the other factions. But it does improve the general skills that they start off with. So, for example, Strong will actually give a lot more bonuses and things like that. So, looking forward to seeing what we can actually unlock. Electric Reed. While the Emperor's armies march forth, our nobles barter with each other, claiming great swaths of land for themselves. Should the common man, the brave soldier, not have a farmstead on which to retire, so we can either take it back and keep the citizen of the Empire happy as a result. It does reduce public order for 2 turns, but it gives me extra leadership. We can go for -10 leadership when fighting against men and lose money. I'm going to take it back. Oh, electors go to war. Nordland and Ostland have started to go to war. We can either side one over the other, stop the war completely with our prestige, and gain imperial authority, or just do nothing about it. You know what? We're going to stop the war. There we go. Theodoric is now able to come to our duty if we want to use him. Like I said, for this playthrough I'm probably not, because I don't have any plans for Nordland, and it feels a bit weird not having him in charge and using him as well, so I'm probably going to leave it for now. But we do have the opportunity here now to go after this Beastmen army. So Luthahus, let's get you back first of all into Karl Franz's force, and then let's declare war on them. Game, do you mind? Thank you. Declare war. Tyler Beckland, I'm going to ask them to join in just because having a mutual enemy does improve our relationship with one another. So we're quite happy to allow that. Ooh, that balance bar is quite against me. Why though? I mean, what do they have? They got a Gore herd which is quite experienced, don't get me wrong. Gore's Beastmen herd, so that's a larger force I believe than usual? Oh, I don't know. No, it isn't. That's not the Horde equivalent, is it? No. They got the extra rank bonus, and that's about it. Ungor Herd, Raiders... Yeah, I don't see why they've got the advantage in this battle. But we're going to find out ourselves, so see you guys in just a moment. Okay, here we are. So we can see the Beastmen army before us, and it looks like as long as we can deal with their Warhounds and their Harpies, to be honest, I think it's going to be a fairly straightforward battle. The only issue is the fact they've got all these Ungor raiders, which are able to skirmish quite quickly. They're going to be able to shoot at us the whole time. So we're going to have to try and do what we can with our own troops. But let's get things set up as usual for the fight. So we're going to have you guys, I think, lead in the, well, in the first rank here, forming up a fire line. Let's put the spearmen slightly further back, just in case we have to deal with any units like the whatchamacallit, the Warhounds, that's the word, trying to get around us. Sons of Ordorf and the Emperor's Guard can form up here. I'll put you in the front here, just ready to try and fire on them as quickly as we can. Ranged units I'm going to put in the front line for the moment. And then we'll be able to have them coming forward and stop and shoot and everything as they need to then. So we'll have something like that. You guys aren't set to skirmish, are you? No. Okay. Oh, trackers apparently don't get the option to skirmish. That's weird. No matter. Okay, Karl Franz, you're going to be on the front line as always. Luther Huss is going to join you. Alistair is going to stay behind here to provide support with Awakening of the Woods. Mortar's already been set up. Everyone should be ready. Let's start deployment, start the battle. Off we go. So let's just grab all of our troops first of all. In fact, we might as well just take advantage of the fact that since we've got the mortar firing on them already, I believe. We do. It means they're going to be making their way towards us, so we might as well just stay here and take the shots as we can. We'll keep an eye out though for ones like the Chaos Warhounds trying to make their way around the flank here, but hopefully they'll be encountered by the guard, and that should put an end to them. In fact, we'll put you guys a little bit forward just in case. Well, we've got to come in over here, Ungor Hood as well. Okay. Let's bring you guys slightly over here then to help be prepared. I think the Emperor's Guard should be able to block this side pretty well. My units are starting to fire already. Okay, let's grab my front line of troops. Halberdiers and that. Let's start moving forward, ready to defend the line. Okay, slow things down a moment. The main thing I'm a bit concerned about is the Harpies. So if I get you three to focus on this Harpy unit, and you three on this Harpy unit, that should eliminate them quite quickly. Okay, Sons of Ordorf, go out there and destroy me an Ungor herd. Make sure you're on skirmish mode, just in case. Alright, we've got Chaos Beast Lords heading towards us. Ungor Raiders firing away. Okay, let's get you guys involved. You go after them, Karl Franz. You can charge forward into the Ungor Raiders here, please. Well, I'll open up with a nice big Awakening of the Woods right on front of them here. And bam. Okay, that wasn't as effective as I would have liked, perhaps. Okay, we've got a few units charging us here already, but then we'll bring in... You guys come out here and then start turning around to attack them. Oh no, hang on. You guys are supposed to go after them. Why aren't you doing that? Okay, you guys charge forward to attack the Harpies in the flank. Okay, how are we doing over here? The Beastmen... Warhounds are starting to make their way over. In fact, let's just get you guys set up then. Ready to deal with them? Okay, let's start boosting everyone up. Battle prayers, please. Morgan Steel Shield, let's have you charged forward to help your Emperor. Ordorf Blades, come and attack these. Second Ordorf Blades, push forward. Okay, the Otso Militia managed to deal with those. Destroy the Ungor herd, please. Okay, Harpies have been pushed back. Oh, on this side, the Bogenhaven Guard are doing an extremely good job against them. Okay, you guys should be able to deal with the Warhounds pretty easily. Groundbow Guard push off against the ones with the poison, please. Okay, Militia can finish off those. You go and kill these. You're starting to rout. Karl Franz, boost up everyone nearby. Okay, Crossbowmen, you can fire those. You can shoot at these. Otto's Fixer-Upper, you're dropping it right down on top of the enemy's position. That's fine by me. Go and attack those. No, go and shoot these, in fact. Ordorf Blades, go and attack them. Emperor's Guard, go after those. You guys go after these. Alright, my warriors already started to flee. That's not ideal. Luther Huss, you've done an embarrassment to the name here. Go and deal with them. Emperor's Fury, go and attack these. Okay, crossbowmen deal with those. You come and attack the gore herds. Okay, who we got left at this point? Christ, my spearmen have been decimated, in fact. Okay, artist, fixer-upper. Okay, Alistair. Let's bring, what can we do to try and help out here? Let's just cast a spell right here. Actually, that's not ideal. Stop. Too late. Okay, artist, fixer-upper. Let's have a quick look. Trackers. Come over here and deal with them. I honestly expected the guard to do a little bit better than what they end up doing. Which is unfortunate, but can't be helped at this point. Okay, let's have you guys turn around now and deal with them. You'll come over here to help with them. Okay, we've broken the warhounds finally here. Crossbowmen, come forward and attack those. Okay, we've been able to deal with these now. Fixer-upper, go and shoot them. Okay, these are still retreating back, that's fine. Sons of Ortdorf, go and attack these. We've killed the enemy lords, fantastic. Okay, you guys turn around, see about taking out those. Okay, they're starting to retreat. Switch targets now to go after them. If they want to attack us, so be it. You guys charge forward into here. You should be able to deal with these raiders pretty easily. Okay, you guys should be able to deal with those too. Okay, let's have you stop firing. In fact, you guys come and attack those. Yeah, go and shoot those, and then it means you're not going to go and kill my troops by accident. There we go. We'll track down the rest of the survivors, so I'll see you guys in just a moment. So after a surprisingly difficult battle, at least for some of my units, like Luther Hassier, that was nearly killed, or wounded I should say, as he is a legendary hero. Nevertheless, we managed to defeat the Beastmen, wipe down most of their force, and we should be able to go after the survivors in just a second. Are we able to reach them? Just about. Okay, well, let's say goodbye to, however you want to pronounce that, Half-Mind. Well, not anymore. Okay, let's go execute the captives, get a bit more from that. Manage to unlock Sterling's Revenge as well, Free Company Militia Unit. Handy. Switch through these. We've got Executioner now as well. Now, don't have enough unfortunately to turn it back to Norden, but since Ostland look like they're making their way towards it anyway, I'm quite happy to let them get on with it if they get there first, and then we can push forward then in order to go after Data Haven. Now can we march into Salzman now? We can without taking any... Yeah, we're not going to get any Chaos Corruption along here, that's good, that's really good. Right, we'll leave that for the moment. Let's go back now down to Weichland. Let's go Einhard, because we're going to have our new commander take his position at Marienburg. So let's click on here, go on to Recruit Lord, and let's have a look at my options. So Theodoric is available to us, but like I said, I'm not going to be jumping to use him in this campaign. In a future one, I do feel tempted to do so, because we're going to do a lot more with the northern provinces. But for this playthrough, not so much. But what we got? We got this guy, who's got Tactician. That's extremely good bonuses. Especially 10% missile damage and range. Wow. Okay, he's definitely probably my choice unless we can find another one. Could use a huntsman. No, the character's got to be a general. So a general one here, strategist. Plus 10% campaign movement and 10% casualty replenishment. That's good. What about down here? No. Out of those two then, strategist or tactician, I'm definitely going tactician. That's just too good a bonus to pass up. So we'll get you, stick you in here, and what we're going to do as well is first of all switch this over. Which one? Okay, that gives me local recruitment capacity and cheaper recruitment. Anything for... no. Just seeing if there was one that will give me improved experience for my troops. But never mind, we'll switch that over into this one. And we're now going to reveal his name. So if I just bring up the photo that I took, because like I said, I was prepared for this. His name is going to be Heinrich. And for the more immature among you guys, and you know who you are, you're allowed to chuckle at the name, but that's about it. But his name is Heinrich van der Kolk. And from now on, I think for obvious reasons, I will just refer to him as Heinrich. I think that'll be best. but he is our new Elector Count of the Wasteland. So let's stick you in your slot. There you go. Welcome. And let's take the time to level you up now. So, I got a backstory already prepared for him. I'll talk about it during the next end turn phase. But for now, let's go Route Marcher, Inspiring Presence, and Harder Hits. I'll probably save up to maybe get him on an Imperial Pegasus for a change of pace. Maybe just go for Barded Warhouse. Not too sure. 3 points. Well, given his backstory, I think it'd be best I give him with the Pistol Corps and spend 2... Yeah, because it affects Outriders and Pistoliers. We'll give you 2 units here. And I'm going to go for 1 with Emperor's Finest. There we go. Provide a nice few bonuses for our troops. And add in, may I forget, extra 9% missile damage on top of his bonus already. So, welcome. You're already getting your key to the Stats Rat. That's going to be coming with you next turn. That's good. What do I want to spend my money on this turn, though? Still got 1 more turn. In fact, do we have any heroes? What can we unlock? We can get a Warrior Priest or a Witch Hunter. Now, at the moment, I may go for 1 of each, since I do have some counters prepared submitted by you, the viewers. The majority of the hero options I've got are Warrior Priests. Are Witch Hunters. There's 1 Warrior Priest, so I will probably put him with that. And then we'll have Witch Hunter then with them. But until I look up on the forum for the next episode, I'm just going to swap their names to the Witch Hunter and the Warrior Priest, you know? So what do we have here for Warrior Priest first of all? Aggressive. That's a pretty good bonus for combat. Now that makes him quite defensive, especially with that physical resistance. 10%, that's pretty good. Or Regal. Public Order, I definitely want to recruit you, just to have you as a campaign agent. +1 public order everywhere is pretty good, but having him in the local province, we can send him to a place that needs to be... well, how can I put it? We can send him to a place that has low public order, and we can give it a nice little boost. So I definitely want to recruit you. So I'm going to get you. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit ahead here, I guess. Because we're waiting for that next turn as well. We're going to go then... Do I want tough or aggressive? If we're talking about Warrior Priest, aggressive's got to be the way to go. You know? And then finally, Witch Hunter. Who can we have? Tactician again. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I'm definitely giving that again. That's making all the missile damage in the whole army by nearly 30%. Ready. Hell, we're taking that, certainly. And looks like you can be upgraded too. Okay, we've got 4 points. Let's go Bloody Blade. Accusation. Silver Bullets, I think, for the bonus. And Fleetfoot, so you can keep away from your enemies. So we'll do that. Now, this guy's going to have a backstory, so I'm just going to call you the Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter. Okay, we're going to call Otter here. I believe it's going to become the new thing, so I'm going to call you the Warrior Priest. Okay, so you two are going to get your own backstories. If anyone does want to submit another one for Gregor here, then feel free to do so, and I will change him in the next episode as well. But, what's this other guy? The Warrior Priest has already got a name in mind. So we'll have them join up with his army in the following turn. And I'll save the rest of the money now, because we can upgrade Marienburg's port next time as well. Which is actually good timing as well, thinking about it. Hang on. What are we going to give Karl Franz now? Extra +4 recruitment rank for captains. Minus 10% upkeep. Take it. That's helped out a bit. Alistair, we're going to give you a point in Awakening of the Woods. And Earthblood to start healing up my troops. Okay, and we'll leave everything else. We'll hit the end turn. Now to show you the backstory of Heinrich. So I've got it written down here. A veteran of the Bordermen. He is the descendant of Margarita of Marienburg, who was the former Elector Countess of Vistaland, the former Vistaland, let me pronounce that again, the former imperial province that the Wasteland is now called. This Margarita was elected as the Empress during the Age of 3 Emperors in 1979 imperial calendar. Right? Heinrich is secretly involved in a group of Marienburgers who longed to be back under Imperial control once again. When the news of Emperor Karl Franz retaken of Marienburg for the Empire, he was very excited and hoped that his wish to become the new elected Count of the new Westerland province would be granted. He is of a noble ancestry and is popular and cherished by both noblemen and commoner alike, as well as experienced in the art of war. But will that be enough for the Emperor? What will Karl Franz decide during Heinrich's audience? Well, as you can tell, it's gone extremely well for him that he's managed to gain the title of elected Count of the Wasteland. And I just noticed I didn't start my timer. So I might fit one more turn in, and I think that should be enough for today's episode. So let's go and speed this up a bit. But yes, thank you Daniel for your submission. And for those of you who want to submit your own characters or units, feel free to do so. Units would be quite nice in particular, simply because I would like to try and name each of the units in armies as we build them up, and so having a nice list of different units that we can, names that we can provide to different units will be quite useful. And while I'm quite happy to name as many of them as I need to, I think it's great if we can actually have them from you guys, because then you can see your units, your characters, expand and be able to grow their own stories. Maybe, for example, the Emperor's Fury from Emperor Karl Franz's army at the moment. Maybe they'll have to be able to add to their banner the fact they defeated an orc war boss in combat. Just things like that will be extremely cool to hear, so feel free to let your submissions down in the link in the comments section below. Right, we now got a migration. We have the option, if we choose to, extra growth, recruitment costs, -3 public order, I can manage that. Ooh, elected declares independence. Looks like Ostermark wants to try and succeed from the Empire. Now we could declare war on them, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to use our prestige up instead. Edward van der Kwaal is ready to come back to business. Let's start marching you now towards here. We are trespassing, admittedly, but it can't be helped if they want me to actually come and help them. In fact, just to double check, slow down a minute, Karl Franz. Let's just force march so we get over there that little bit faster. Alright, so you're going to do that. Okay, the warrior priests, we're going to have you now join up with Heinrich's army. Who else we got? Witch Hunter, you can form up as well. Okay, Gregor, we're going to keep... Who needs public order the most? Here is -4. Here's +14. So Gregor, let's move you over towards Marienburg. That should counteract that issue there. And we're going to spend a lot of the money we've got on the harbour. Because now, if we send Heinrich over, we're going to get quite a lot of extra money coming in because of the bonuses he gets for being... Well, if we pop onto here. Where's it? Here. So it gives me extra 20% income from ports straight away, as well as income from all buildings. And because of him eventually being the elected count... Well, no, he is actually the elected count. He gets this trait, which again gives extra income from ports as well. So we're just going to make it a lot more money now as a result. Now we could start recruiting some units as well since we're here. And we've got a bit of cash spare. So let's get 2 units of you. In fact, let's swap this out a bit. I'll get a unit of these 2. Because I've got names already for a unit of halberdiers and a unit of flagellants. So we'll be making sure to put those in as well. Gregor's moved. Everyone else has moved. Okay, let's hit end turn once more. Ugh. But so far I'm quite happy with the state of things. We've now got a new elected count for the Wasteland. We've managed to deal with the Beast Lord threat up in the north that was doing all that damage to us, at least in my opinion. Admittedly, from the fact that Osland had a full stack turn up nearby, does suggest that they could have dealt with it themselves. But we managed to beat them to it, get that extra experience, and show that we're able to help our fellow counters, that's the word. Oh dear. Sorry guys, feel a little childish at the moment. But I'm pretty happy with the state of things otherwise. Luckily we haven't had any threats from down here in the south as of yet. We've got an opportunity now to start building up another army. If we really wanted to, we could actually recruit Gotrek and Felix as well. But I'm quite happy at the moment leaving them to it. I mean, don't forget, as far as their sort of official status is at the moment, they're actually wanted for their involvement in the window tax riots in Ortsdorf, where I believe, where was it, Gotrek actually killed several members of the Reichsguard, and so both of them are considered outlaws and vagrants. So maybe not need to rush to recruit them just yet. Maybe once we've cooled down, not worried about the death of those men just doing their work, then maybe we can recruit them in a future army. I mean, they are also potential as well if we needed to give them another army a commander for a few turns. But the thing is, while it's great to have them, don't get me wrong, part of me just feels a little tempted because it's not one of my own commanders. It's not an opportunity for one of my commanders to grow and become more powerful if we have Gotrek and Felix leading the army instead. That's just my opinion on the matter. Anyway, let's fit in one more turn, I think, because I can't remember how long ago it was. We'll go for Refusing Creature, even though the money would have been quite nice. The Golden Order wants to confederate with us. Well, I do want to do it, because having Balthasar Gelt join our faction will be pretty good, especially as he is the Supreme Patriarch. But the problem is, their territory is all the way down here, and we've got Visseland between us, or even Averland and Stirland. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to formalize them as a vassal, and then according to the mod description, we should be able to get a choice later on to either keep them as a vassal or confederate with them. So we'll take that so we can get our prestige up as well. Sword of Cain has been claimed. Okay. Alright, let's continue getting a few units for you. We could actually start recruiting these two, but I'm going to leave these for Karl Franz to have. Instead, let's go for a unit of you, 2 of you, and 2 units of spearmen for the moment. Get our hands on a war wagon, certainly, I think. Can we not get... Where do you got maximum amount? Really? Huh. Okay. Grunberg, where's your location, actually? Why here? You're quite close to everything, so I don't really need you to have the paved roads, and probably put that in Ubersreich. Oh no, we can't, because we got the landmark building. It's the, what's it, the Red Moon Inn from Vermintide. It would be a nice little bonus to have, though, don't get me wrong. You know what? Let's build it. Like so. And then what can we get here? To be honest, I'm thinking in a tap room. Just because it will help us out a little bit. Plus, it makes sense that Marienburg, the settlement that it is, major trade port. It makes sense to me that we'll have that in there for visitors. Alright, let's bring you over here now, Karl Franz. We'll turn Data's Haven back to Nordland. And we're in a position now to be able to go after Beastslayer. Which we may do in the next turn. So what I can do for now is leave it here. So I will actually give them an opportunity to try and replenish a bit before we go after that quest battle. It might be a good idea for us to start making our way back to Annau, in fact. Just so that we can get the replenishment done, but get them back up to full strength, and we'll be able to go after it at a full stack army. But that's it for today's episode. So what I can say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I do hope you join me next time for more Warhammer. But until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.